Hello there, everybody. Look at this chaos. Geez, just all of a sudden this week, now in February 27th, I think today. This week it started snowing like crazy and be minus 10, minus 12. Today it's right now it's minus 9 degrees. And it's never been this freaking slippery. Just braking here, this lightly activates the ABS, you know, it's... And I really had a wake-up call earlier when I started work. I haven't driven in this slippery weather for so long. But I was just driving along in maybe 45 to 50 kilometers an hour on the Glömstavägen. And this truck is so powerful when you gas it, so sensitive. Gas a little and it goes like really powerfully. So I was turning a little bit to the left and I pushed the gas and the truck started drifting. The whole truck and trailer combination started drifting in the middle of an intersection like this, jackknifing, you know. But luckily it was just because I pushed the gas, so when I released the gas it and I steered it into straight position again. So this is the weather where you're gonna be extremely careful when driving a truck, and especially loading your truck. Knowing how to work all the, you know, you should be experienced when going in this weather. You shouldn't just go out and drive. In that case you should like get a real lecture and also maybe try it out, like before you start going, push the brakes as hard as you can to see like how the traction is on the road. It's always good to be more careful than not, you know, always be extra careful just in case. So here when we're turning to the left we want to be pretty careful because the trailer is gonna come. Why is it doing that? Okay, revving down the gear, so strange. But now the trailer there, if I were going too fast, the trailer could have come pushing in me, pushing my back end of the truck. But I did actually load up the truck very heavily now. I put all the heavy pallets in the truck. Maybe it took 5 or not even 5 minutes extra of my time, but so worth it to put all the heavy pallets into the truck and the lighter ones in the trailer. Now sometimes if you're going to deliver to stores or whatever, and you have to have some of the heavy pallets on the trailer, for example, because maybe it's a big store, or maybe you have to, I mean, what I was going to say was that maybe you have to have some small pallets on the truck. Engine braking here, I can feel it's probably fine. We're going kind of straight and very slowly, and I'm ready to release here if anything happens. But so yeah, then it can be problematic if you have like a small pallet or a lot of small pallets, and they have to be on the truck because maybe you're going to deliver to a garage and you can't go in there with the trailer or a small spot. Then it can be a bit problematic. And it's pretty annoying when you do not know, like you go into the work in the morning, if you're driving food groceries, for example, as I did earlier. It's very hard to know how they've loaded, because you know, usually by the morning you get a fully loaded truck and trailer, and they just tell you to go quickly before the store, like before you're late, you know. They expect you to just take the papers, jump in the truck and go. But really you gotta do safety checks, you gotta check how they loaded it. Maybe you have to reload it in the worst case scenario. It's a tough job. I don't recommend starting this job in the winter if you're new. I really recommend starting in the beginning of the summer or in the summer. And then in the winter maybe you can take your vacation in the winter. No, but it's a very dangerous job, man. You see, now I'm engine braking here, or health braking. And it's going pretty fine in this new Volvo FM 460. I decided to take the bigger road here, pretty heavily loaded actually. I think I'm too heavy for the country road. And even if I wasn't too heavy, I'm not sure I would. I will probably take it, yeah. But it's a lot more risky. Boy, it's very windy out today, man. It's like a storm going on. Do you have to come up like that in your little van? Alright, that was good. Nice. What I like with this Volvo, kind of nice, but it's retarded otherwise. So you push CC and then it shows me the last cruise control setting I had, which was 78. So then I can just press this circulation button here, and now it's set to that 78 because those icons disappear, and now it just shows 78 and I release the foot. But I have it in manual still. But let's pop into automatic. It's actually showing me an icon there that I can shift up. So let's shift up, more economical. I like how the Volvo shows like when it's about, like soon it's about to shift up, and then it shows a little icon, like a little arrow. That's pretty nice. Now we're going on top of this crest here, so I can probably, yeah, I can pop it into 12th gear. It's showing me the icon even. 12th gear, 70 kilometers an hour, like right on the edge there. And we can soon release actually. We're in 75 now, but there's a downhill here, so we're going to gain a lot of speed. There's no reason to just gas, and then we're going to have to brake anyway. Like this. I wonder if there's any traffic incidents. I have P4 radio on, so I'm ready to put on any accident information. Oh, this is chaos. No. You guys you gotta brake way earlier than that. That was pretty dangerous. You saw? I should have braked earlier, and I did use that was fine, but really I shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You should just keep it off, this guys. In this weather, just keep the help brake off, totally off. Don't mind about it at all. Just use the regular brakes. Don't do as me, like I'm not the best. I'm definitely not the best. Just don't take me as a good example. I've said it several times. This guy is going so slow. Very dangerous to do this now here, but I think it's okay. We're gonna have to do it anyway. Switch to this lane. Like so. If you're switching lanes, by the way, in this kind of weather where it's really dangerous, you gotta be ready for that the car can start spinning. You can lose control totally. It's a very, very common mistake. There's a lot of videos of people doing that. I think the trick that you gotta do, I think is if you have a front wheel drive car, you gotta keep gassing. Because if you stop gassing and you're turning, the front wheels of the cars are braking from the engine. The engine is engine braking when you're releasing the gas. So when you're switching and it goes over the snow and it's engine braking, then it's braking, and maybe it can start drifting basically. So maybe if you're going to switch lane and you have a front wheel drive car, maybe instead of releasing the gas because you think it feels safer, maybe just push the gas, not too much, but keep pushing it a little bit so that have some, you know, you probably understand where I'm going with this, I hope. If you have a rear wheel drive car, then you should release the gas, because then the rear wheels are braking up when you're releasing, you know, the engine braking. Most of you guys probably already know this, but I notice many young people are watching my videos as well, so I'm gonna try and just repeat all my stuff I'm saying all the time on my videos, I guess. Now it says welcome to Stockholm, so we're basically closer to Stockholm here now. Everybody's driving so slow, I just feel like overtaking them, but not so sure. I think I should do that actually, because I'm probably gonna do that later anyways. Transition there. I have such a heavy truck now, heavy loaded, so I just cut through the snow there. Oh, the snow cleared up, I can see now. Or I noticed earlier too. I wonder if it's gonna come any more snow. Halka, hög olycksrisk, håll avstånd. That's great stuff that they put that up there. You see, it says icy, high chance of accident, keep distance, translated to Swedish. Let's change here. Wow, look at this traffic. It's incredibly, wow. We're probably gonna get a lot of traffic here soon as well. It's nice with the sun shining through a little bit over here. To drive a ambulance now, 4-wheel drive. Although I bet they have good, you gotta have good stopping power, because I noticed on my Passat, or basically any car, that's 4-wheel drive, you can get going really good, but you can't stop so good. So you gotta be really careful to make sure you're able to stop as well. Oh shit, I'm blowing up. I'm blowing up a lot of snow on everybody on the other side. That looks pretty crazy. I'm trying to keep my distance here. You see, if I go closer, whoa, 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 look at that. If I'm going closer, it's blowing up even more snow. They're probably really mad at me. Look at that, how nice. Now we overtake everybody here. Although that was pretty dangerous right there when I switched lane, and it was a little too fast, you know. As soon as you lose control, especially if you're fully loaded like here, you're gonna lose control. I'm telling you, it's really hard, because this steering wheel, it's not like a rally wheel. It's, you know, you have to turn like 5 times in order to turn properly. So oh, very weird ground here, it's like nagged. So yeah, when you're losing control in a truck, you're pretty much doomed, because it's not like a rally car where you fully turn like this, fully turn like this. This thing you have to turn around maybe 3-4 times before you fully turn to one side. So yeah, I do not recommend doing that as me. I should have been more careful, man. A lot more careful with that. Now I'm using the engine brake because we're driving kind of straight here, so it's not so much problem. And you see, it's getting traction at full engagement. It's still getting traction onto the asphalt here. Seems to be no network in here. put on the circulation button here. I don't like breathing in this tunnel air. No network. It's going. At least we're not standing still. I should have switched lane there, but then there's a truck coming. You don't want to disturb his speed. I can switch lane right later. It's probably gonna be the same. Why is he going so slow though? That was a very interesting drag truck with an extremely big crane on it. I think like it's like sort of a construction truck helping out when they're building constructions. Right, so I do not want to get stuck over here because you see it's extremely slippery. So let's keep the distance here, make sure we do not have to stop. Oh boy. It's just sliding now, all the time. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, you can't stop now, people. Please don't stop in front of me. Gonna have to increase the distance a little bit more. First gear maybe. We do have relieved pressure here, so we should be pretty good, I think. But it doesn't say anything on the... It should show an icon like relieved pressure. Rear axle lift denied, overload. Oh boy, come on. Traction, I want the traction. Traction on these white lines maybe. Come on, power now. Creating traffic behind me. Now, pedal to the metal or to the floor here. Oh, it's getting good grip now. Switch. I hate that warning noise. It always scares me. Like, I like to put on my blinkers early, but in this truck I don't want to do that because there's that annoying sound. It's actually good to put on your blinkers early. Sure, you can't scare the people and they think you're gonna turn out in front of them, but it's good to let everybody know what you're about to do so that they can adjust themselves in time. Right, now we're out of that mess. Feels nice. And there's the sun going down behind the fog. Bunch of traffic here. So this road is pretty nice now because there's so much traffic here. Just with all our tires, we're cleaning up the road and keeping it pretty warm. So it's a lot easier truck driving in these kind of places. Although we have very bad traction, so if I'm going to brake I might, and I've loaded, so my braking distance is very, very long now, so I gotta keep really be careful about that. Oh, look at this, beautiful. That looks nice. Right, Alright, so now I just focus, keeping it straight in between the lines and keeping long distance, which I'm not doing right now, and he's blinking left. Why are you going into my lane? Phone calling. My dad calling. My dad is actually right now doing the Vasaloppet. Yeah, he's 72, I think, years old, and he's doing the Vasaloppet. He's so crazy. He's such a champ. I don't understand how he can have energy to do that. Probably because of all of his cold baths he's doing, breaking the ice and jumping in, taking baths on the winter. Actually, my GoPro, I was really disappointed because when I was gonna start recording, it showed 0% battery for some very odd reason, even though I had put it in the cable and charged it. But for sometimes it doesn't charge, it goes into this USB connection. It thinks it connects to a computer, so it discharges instead. So it was 0%, even though I had left it charging like all weekend. But luckily I had a power bank hidden in my backpack. Power banks, I really recommend having that. And if you do have a power bank, make sure you charge it, because they discharge themselves in just a half a year. They can be empty. So make sure you charge your power banks, you guys. Oh, that truck was driving slow. But I think those are pretty fast. I think they're unrestricted, those things. Getting fog on the windows, man. Gotta turn on the fans. I had it left in the circulation mode from the tunnels. Man, look at this. This should be a nice thumbnail, I think. Just driving here with the sun and the snow and all the traffic. Looks really cool, man. Gotta clean up the window. Soon we're gonna have to switch to the right lane. I have seen trucks driving in the middle lane here at this construction area, but you do have a blue sign saying you must drive in the right lane for trucks. I think it means that you must. I'm not so sure if you should or if you must, but I have seen truckers driving in the middle anyways, which I don't recommend, man. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna be good people here. Before the line, now we're switching. I'm the line. Not good. At least we did it in just the start there. So I mean, I was going to switch before the line, but then it came. I wasn't prepared for it. And the white car there, I didn't see if he was far enough back. That is so hard to see when you're driving with trailer, like if the cars in the back are far enough back, you know. Here's the dangerous part. People seem to be driving okay. They're driving way too close to each other. I notice everywhere. Like, look over there, way too close. Like, if somebody were to drive out in front of somebody and they have to stomp on the brakes, there's no chance people are gonna have time to brake. It's gonna be a mass collision like it was the other day. We had a mass collision here Monday, I think, when all the snow came, or Sunday, I don't know. And the planes have really much trouble in Arlanda. I think one plane glided off the loading, what's it called? takeoff way on airplane. But it was when it was going to lift, so it was okay. Gonna have to check out the news on that. So here's Herald City. Here's where they're building now this new highway connection, which is gonna be called Passing by Stockholm, Förbifart Stockholm. It's taking shape. Interesting. It's gonna be a big one. And this place right here is gonna be like totally uplifted. All the companies here is gonna have more customers and everything, I think. Oh, and this McDonald's probably gonna have a lot more customers. Or maybe they're gonna make another one over there, a new one, closer. And here we can lick the edge over there, no need to turn out for the trailer, it follows perfectly in high speeds. Boy, look at that, that's beautiful. That wasn't too bad, but that was a really long video, I bet. Maybe an hour or something. I think we've been recording for how long? 45 minutes or something. Luckily we made the trip fine, no problems. It wasn't even too much traffic actually. So I'm happy we're back in okay time. I'm gonna have some banana and an apple, I think. And then I'm gonna eat my food at the other place or terminal, I think. Look at this plowing jeep. They're salting the roads here so much. I bet that's why these roads are so clean. All the salt. Oh wow, look at this. Beautiful. I can see we have some traffic up ahead, gonna have to brake some more. See if we can overtake them on the right. Brake some more. There's really bad traction here. Turn off the help brake. I don't want to be jackknifing into all of these cars. Oh, I shouldn't drive out this far off the way, but the road, by the way, because it can bulge, you know, or something, because I'm so heavy loaded. Fifth gear, can we do this?